Looks like I'm living rent-free in your heads again, huh? I mean, if you're gonna spend your days obsessing over me, you might as well start calling me something respectable. Maybe Daddy Shizzy, or better yet, Papa Nut. Who's the grown-up here? Alright, it's me. Let's go. Call me Daddy, yeah, that's who I am. Running your mind's like a master plan. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, take your pick. I'm opening in your thoughts while you still act sick. Call me Daddy, it's what you mean. Why you chase the crooks and I take the lead? Living rent-free, that's my name. Go ahead, say it, put some respect on your name. Man, I'm too old, well here's a surprise. I'm the one with the brains while you're stuck with the lies. You act like you're experts, but here's the reality. I'm the one controlling your mental reality. So while you're out there trying to throw shade, I'm sipping coffee and you're feeling betrayed. You're mad, I got the spotlight, now it's my time. So why not call me Daddy or Papa with a rhyme? I'm the landlord and you're just the tenants, stuck in your headspace with no end to sight, no repentance. Call me Daddy, you know it's true. You'd be lost without me, stuck in the glue. Call me Daddy, I'm holding your mind while you're scrambling, trying to find what's behind. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, don't you see? You're living in my world now, I'm the VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. While you're trying to figure out your own identity. Oh, I see you're confused, trying to get it right. Spinning your wheels while I'm out of sight. You think you've got it figured, but you got it all wrong. I've been running your minds all along. But sure, keep pretending you don't care. Keep saying you're done, but I'm still in the air. You got no choice but to bow to my name. Daddy Shizzy is here to own the game. You say you don't watch, but you're obsessed. Every word I say puts you to the test. Call me Daddy, Papa Nut, you know you should. Because I've been living rent-free, and you know it feels good. Shizzy Daddy, owning your headspace, and there's no escape. Good luck with that.
Hello, brother.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, everybody.
Oh, we've got a good treat for the people today.
Oh, we do.
Man, do we have a good treat? Yes.
Oh,
yes,
shit.
yes, sir.
Okay.
So the order came in today for this particular piece of matter. And of course, it says this matter for the court, defendants, and this motion, defendants ask court to require the court reporter to transcribe plaintiff's deposition, release her backup audio file. At the court's direction, defendants have filed the transcript of the deposition, all this stuff. The defendant's motion, which is unsupported by the citation to any authority, is not well taken. The court sees no need to require the court reporter to release the backup audio file. The transcript appears to be complete. There is no indication the court reporter was unable to transcribe portions of the deposition, nor is there any indication that the court reporter failed to fulfill her duties of accurately transcribing the deposition. Thus, the court sees no reason to require the court reporter to release her backup audio file, and accordingly, defendant's motion is therefore denied. But it gets much better than that.
I figured that would happen.
Oh, yeah. What the transcript reveals is the only person who behaved appropriately during the deposition was the court reporter. The behavior of counsel for both parties, as well as that of plaintiff, was improper. Because the improper behavior permeated the deposition and eventually led to its termination, the court believes that a partial redeposition of plaintiff is necessary. So that means partially Jeremy will be redeposed. Given the contentious nature of this litigation and the improper behavior that plagued the initial deposition, the partial redeposition will be personally supervised by the court. The partial redeposition will occur in the U.S. District Court 1 North Halifax Street, Pensacola, Florida, and it will last up to 3 hours, but no further than. Plaintiff's counsel, defendant's counsel, and plaintiff. You hear that? Plaintiff's counsel, defendant's counsel, and plaintiff will be required to appear in person for the partial redeposition. Defendant's counsel will be responsible for obtaining the services of a court reporter to transcribe the deposition. Because both parties share some of the blame for the need to conduct the partial redeposition, the cost of the court reporter shall be shared equally between the plaintiff and the defendant. The scheduling of the partial redeposition will occur by separate notice following consultation with counsel, but the partial redeposition must occur no later than December 23rd, 2024. So right before Christmas. The court would also note several things that will hopefully help the partial redeposition go just a little more smoothly. First, plaintiff is not permitted to refuse to answer any questions except for those that inquire as to attorney-client privilege or any other type of recognized evidentiary privilege. Okay. Questions about plaintiff's business affiliations, contracts, and the names of business associates, customers, etc. are not inquiries into a privileged matter. Thus, there is no basis for a plaintiff to refuse to answer such questions. Indeed, plaintiff has asserted claims of tortious interference with business relationships, his business relationships, and the impact of defendant's alleged conduct on those business relationships are directly relevant to this litigation and are proper subject of deposition questions. Second, defendant's counsel needs to freaking focus on asking questions about claims raised in this litigation instead of attempting to instigate conflict by asking about unrelated matters involving plaintiff and defendants. Way too much of the time in plaintiff's deposition was devoted to irrelevant information about people and events that have nothing to do with the claims in this case. Third, a deposition is a formal part of a federal court proceeding that is conducted professionally and civilly. That depositions should be conducted professionally. Name calling, Jeremy, personal attacks, both you guys, and obstructionist behavior has no place in a deposition or any other proceeding in this case. Experienced lawyers like the ones involved in this case should be able to control themselves and their clients, but they apparently cannot, which is why the court will supervise the partial redeposition. Everybody in the case is now on notice. If this type of behavior continues, then there will be sanctions. Those sanctions will not be light. They may include stiff monetary penalties, dismissal of this action, and disciplinary proceedings against the attorneys. In addition to the issues of plaintiff deposition, there were apparently issues in a deposition that occurred last Friday. Those issues led to counsel to call the court, which was presided over an all-day hearing during the middle of the deposition. Defendant's counsel has indicated that they intend to seek dismissal under Rule 37 based on plaintiff's conduct in this deposition. The court will save defendant's counsel the time of drafting the motion. Dismissal will not be granted at this time. Other things making demeaning remarks about opposing counsel, physical traits, and demeanor, and recognizing that a federal court has the power to control admission to its bar and discipline attorneys. So both of them have been put on notice. But because this came in, I had to write a letter.
Oh my God. Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. I just saw that. Puddle down. How did I go too far? What did I do now? I didn't say anything. I didn't do anything. I'm innocent.
What happened? What'd you do?
I don't know. Puddletown is saying that, yeah, I did go too far. I don't know.
You didn't go too far.
Who knows? Who
I
knows?
don't know what you're talking about.
I have no idea. He's always yelling at me about something.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, before we get on to that, just as a side note, we don't... Oh, the judge spanked everyone? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 Well, this goes... And we've said this before, and of course, we don't give any legal advice or anything like that. Some of it is just based on experience. So... What I've said before, and I had also said that in chat, I think on Tug or Megan's, whatever it was. We make light of this because in situations like this, it kind of falls into that.
You have to have gallows humor.
Yeah, it falls into that gallows humor thing, which can go into several different things. However, it is a serious situation, and depositions, going to trial, all that becomes very emotional. When you go into depositions, which is the first step in this process, whether it's criminal or civil, you have to check those emotions at the door. It is a game. It is a trap. One side is trying to set up and entrap the other in one way, shape, or another. It is a game. So you have to, as hard as it can be, you have to check those emotions at the door on both sides.
Yes.
On both sides.
Yes.
But anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go on a big thing about that, but yeah.
No, there's no need to. I knew that, and that's what I've been saying this whole time is we do this for a little bit of laughter to sort of take the wind out of the sails of how contentious this really is and how dangerous this really is. And trying to make light of a very tough situation.
Yeah. It can be real easy to fall into that, and you have to, like I said, check those emotions at the door, and especially if, regardless of whether you are the deposed and you're being asked questions by the defense or by the plaintiff, keep your answer short, simple, to the point, and be honest.
Yes.
That's the only thing that I can say, and in my experience, because it can get turned around real easy. Don't offer anything more than what is being asked.
If you can.
And if you don't know, you don't know. I don't recall. I can't say. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's just the easiest thing to do. So, whatever.
So back to the
That's
humor.
just my opinion, experience, whatever.
And we will have Volstorm joining us later.
Okay.
But I wanted to get some of these out of the way because they're so fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Or are you wanting me to read this?
Oh, you want me to read it? I'll read it.
No,
I've got two of them.
Oh my
two of 'em.
goodness. Okay. Well,
So
I'll let you start it off then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Brucey, or should I say Dear Bubbles, a.k.a. Douche Foreskins. Well, Brucey, you've outdone yourself yet again. Let's all give a standing ovation for the absolute masterclass in legal ineptitude you've been serving up. Honestly, I've seen toddlers with crayons display more strategic foresight. Your brilliant motion demand audio from Jeremy's deposition backfires so spectacularly that the judge decides, you know what? Let's just release the transcript instead. Oh, the irony. You tried to play chess, but ended up knocking over the board and choking on the pawns. Now we've got Shara Michelle, who came armed not with just the receipts, but with the entire ledger. She brought documentation showing exactly what's been bubbling under your little anti-Hales ecosystem, an intricate web of pettiness, back channels, scheming, and truly embarrassing display of collective brain cell shortages. Doocy. This isn't just incompetence, it's a performance piece. I mean, an entire group conspiring to create this anti-Hales drama. What does this mean, girls? The courtroom edition? Did you all synchronize your group chats and matching pink shirts before coming up with this plan? Oh, the Cankle twins, bless their grifty little hearts. Running PR for you has got to be the most thankless job in the history of jobs, right up there with being the guy who cleans out porta potties at music festivals. These two masterminds are out there defending your honor, if we can even call it that, while simultaneously dragging HG, a 5-year-old child, into their desperate cash grabs, a privacy fence fundraiser. You say, I can only imagine the pitch. Donate now to protect our lives from public scrutiny and shield us from our own stupidity. Truly a cause for the ages. But not let's not forget that anti-Hales ecosystem isn't just a grassroots cluster of bad decisions. Oh no, 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 no. It's carefully curated carnival of clowns orchestrated by your group. It's as if you all woke up one morning and said, let's align ourselves with pettiness and make history for all the wrong reasons. Char's receipts don't just call you out, they shine a floodlight on the roaches scattering around this courtroom circus. And Jeremy, oh, he's not just playing the long game. He's practically running laps around you. You keep stumbling in the dark while he's already sending postcards from the finish line. More's coming, you say? How about less from your side, Brucey? Because at this point, you're doing nothing but giving Jeremy free content for his channel, making the rest of us wonder how you ever got a license to practice law in the first place. In conclusion, Bubbles, you built a legacy. Not as a respected legal mind, but as the poster child for what happens when hubris and incompetence collide. You're out here making every other attorney look like a Supreme Court justice by comparison. And the Cankle twins, well, they're your cheerleaders. If cheerleaders were also actively setting fire to the field while doing their routines, signing off as always with full Velcro shoes, a helmet, and my front row seats on the short bus, because even my RTAR glory, I can't see this train. I can still see this train wreck for what it is. Sincerely, Shizzywhiznut. And then, of course, later on that day, this is what came running across the thing, which was a motion for leave to file amended complaint. He goes through all of this crap, says that he wants an attorney conference. There's no meaningful conference.
Oh, this is about that phone call and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, this is all about the phone call, that there was a phone call email string and all this other stuff, which after all of this 5 pages of tirade, guess what? Guess what? The judge promptly said no. Boom. He said no to you, Bubbles. He said denied within minutes. Denied. Yeah. The whole thing denied.
Yeah. Well, we knew that.
So his motion not to compel them to become members of the group became denied. Mm-hmm. And guess what? I wrote a nice little letter responding to that.
Oh, dear Bubbles, a.k.a. Deuce Foreskin, a.k.a. Brucey McCry-a-lot. I barely had time to polish off the last letter mocking your tragic existence as a lawyer when this gem of a development came across my desk. Honestly, it's like a never-ending buffet of incompetence. Just when you think you've hit the bottom of the legal barrel, you break out the shovel and start digging. Ah, yes. Get out your tissues. So you filed a motion to strike the amended complaint, huh? No, Brucey. Sweet, naive, eternally deluded Brucey. That's adorable. Did you think the judge was going to look at your hastily scribbled plea and have some sort of epiphany? Oh no! Bruce must be right. Let me undo this case I'm overseeing. Spoiler alert. They did not. Instead, your motion was tossed out so fast it probably generated its own sonic boom. The judge's decision came in moments, Brucey. Moments. It was less of a ruling and more of a reflex, like swatting a gnat that just won't quit. Let's not forget the comedic timing of the infamous cankled. Oh, wait a minute. No, wrong one. I switched. Let's not forget the comedic timing of all this. You filed your little hissy fit motion, and before the ink on your keyboard dried, the judge hit you with the legal equivalent of, no, bless your heart. It's like watching a toddler try to argue with a brick wall. Entertaining? Sure. Productive? Not in the slightest. And now, you and one of the infamous Cankle twins are officially on board this lawsuit train, barreling straight toward the Truth Trolley station. Congratulations. I hear the seating is cramped, but the entertainment value is unparalleled. You're in good company, though. The kind of company that busy's a one-way ticket to getting publicly roasted. Speaking of company, Jeremy has gleefully hinting that more defendants are about to be added to this legal circus. It's like he's Oprah handing out subpoenas. You get a defendant, and you get to be a defendant. Everyone gets to be a defendant. By the time this is over, you'll have a whole squad of grifters and enablers packed into the courtroom, each one trying to outdo the other in sheer stupidity.
I do myself sometimes.
I know. This is fucking brilliant shit. I mean, Shakespeare's, I'm sure, somewhere crying right now. Let's pivot back to the Cankle twins for a moment, because they deserve their own special mention. Do they even realize how bad they are at this PR game? I mean, running defense for you, Brucey, is already a fool's errand. But trying themselves to this mess with the child and the laughable privacy fence, that's next level dumb. And now, with Shar whipping out receipts that expose their entire anti-what-the-Hales ecosystem, the twins are looking less savvy operators and more like clueless accomplices in your poorly choreographed legal tap dance. That's a lot of stretching that I don't want to see. Brucey, at this point, you've become the poster child for what not to do in court. You're not just bad at this. You're legendarily bad. Law schools might start using your case as a cautionary tale. Class, today we're going to study the Bruce Matzkin method. How to lose a case before you even start. The curriculum would include gems like how to file motions that backfire spectacularly, and the art of unintentional self-sabotage. So, here we are again, Brucey. Another day, another epic failure. I'd tell you to quit while you're ahead. Oh, no, while you're behind. But we both know that's not in your DNA. You will keep filing, and failing, all while the rest of us sit back and enjoy the show. Signed with all the sarcasm I can muster, and a full set of Velcro shoes. Papa Nut.
How to
That's
blow your
great.
case in 3 easy steps. Yes, and yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, the music it was so fitting for that.
People crying, yes. I know, wipe those tears. It sounded, oh my goodness, wow, that really jumped. Holy cow.
I love it.
I couldn't see it. spun by so fast there for a second.
Oh yes,
Yay!
It's all about having a little bit of fun here with this.
Yeah.
And that's the
Yeah.
problem a lot of people fail to recognize. It's all about a little bit of fun, a little bit of humor, and try to find humor in this craziness.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes. Okay, so this is the part where he said he was concerned about.
Oh, your mic is your mic is screwing up again. Yeah.
Damn. You know what that means? I have to restart. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, hello, everyone. Now you just get me. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but I will say one thing. I did see some comments a little bit ago when we were initially talking about this, and I saw where some people had said something to the effect of, understanding Jeremy being upset, being deposed by an individual that is directly involved in this. And I get that. I understand that. I can see that.
There we go.
Especially when you're talking about, especially when you're talking about the lawyers themselves. The lawyers are the ones that are supposed to be the professionals. It is more expectant of them. They are the ones that should be more professional. They are the ones that should be held to the higher standard. Right. But again, you're going to get somebody, if they can, that will try to run away with it, like what we have seen in here, where they will ask the same questions over and over and over and over again, trying to needle somebody.
I'm trying to get a different
answer. Trying to elicit a different answer, or trying to elicit something they want to hear, or to needle somebody into emotion. It's unfortunately, it's a game. You don't want to look at it that way. It doesn't feel like it. But in reality, at the end of the day, it is a game. It is very much a game.
That's why Bruce would smile whenever Jeremy would get upset and angry.
Exactly.
He would smile because he would think he's got under Jeremy's skin. And it's one of those where, there's only so much that an attorney can do to keep his client under control. Especially whenever you've got someone needling him like this. And at the point where he asks the same question multiple times, all that he has to do is contact the magistrate and say, listen, he's asking the same question over and over again. The only thing is he's not going to have that opportunity because whenever he deposes Jeremy again, this time he's going to be in front of a judge. He will be right there in front of a judge. And that right there is going to put a quelch on both of their attitudes, because he's not going to play. The judge will not play in this. He will sanction Jeremy if Jeremy gets upset. And so Jeremy's going to have to get himself in like that state of mind, like this guy is not worth it, not worth it at all.
Yeah. Well, and that's the reality of it too, is that, again, the emotional stuff, but you run the risk of putting yourself on the precipice of losing your own case because of misconduct. So I'm just saying these things. So something to keep in mind.
Yeah, because I haven't been there. I don't know all of Jeremy's demeanor. I'm going by what the transcript is saying, and it's and you have to understand that we're not held to the same accountability that Jeremy is held to, because this is not about us. This is not about us in the slightest. Jeremy winning or losing changes nothing for me. It changes nothing for me whatsoever. But for him, this is life-changing for him. And that right there is what's more important than anything about me, my channel. It is about Jeremy. This is his case that he's got going against Lynette Preston. This is his case that he's got going against that person and John Cook. And that's where it lays. if, well, you just have to see. I'm not going to, I will not make any suppositions because I'm not a lawyer. I can't tell you what the right answer to any of the questions that you're asking. If Shockett's motion is approved, Bruce cannot depose by 12:23. I don't know what motion you're talking about because I haven't seen a motion for Shockett's. So there's the motion that I know of is already been taken care of. The judge already said, plaintiff, you don't have to file a motion. Defendant, you don't have to file a motion. I've already ruled you're going to be here on the 23rd. And you'll finish the deposition. Yeah, well, then that's the last date that they have to do it by. I'm sure that they'll want to try to get this done much sooner, or it really messes with Bruce's holiday plans. It'll mess with Jeremy's holiday plans, and just depends on who they want to be. The motion to add bubbles and yeah, we've already read the motion. We've already read the motion. That right there, the motion to strike was already kicked down by the judge. He said nope, and we're moving on. That's it. Yeah. That's all you have to talk about. That's it. I mean, his motion was struck, and he told them you need to be here for this. That's it. That's it.
Yep.
All right. Question. Is it your position that Miss Preston is a public figure?
It's not my position. It's a fact. Anybody who runs to newspapers, anyone who runs to the actual news channels, anyone who has put hundreds and hundreds of GoFundMes to exploit a child for money instead of getting a job and actually being willing to take care of that child, any individual who runs for public office and literally fails is a public individual. Anybody who runs, I don't know. Last count I had 13 Facebook groups promoting herself as a public individual. Promoting the total rescue, promoting. Wanting to launch her YouTube channel, which, by the way, and she wants to complain about people posting pictures of the child. Her main profile picture is the child on YouTube. Your client is a public person. Channel 20 reporter, let me run as fast as I can out to Channel 20 and lie to Channel 20. Sir, your client who runs the news to the news station, your client who contacts newspapers, your client who runs for office, your client who literally asked a judge in Levy County, can I run again for town hall? Who has already run for town hall. I'm going to keep going on because your client is a public figure. Soliciting public funds. Wait. Hold on a second. That's your client on 2 leaves and a pod. That's your clients. Both John Cook.
Okay.
And the Pickles and the Fam. Hey,
okay.
I'm not done.
Hey.
Shut up. Shut your damn mouth and listen. And again, all these ad-libs are probably what will be going through my head. That's your client, you fucking idiot. Who out there on Meltdown's Best. That's your client all over YouTube. That's your client all over Facebook. That's your client all over the news, stating what the Hales. That's your client on Channel 20. That's your client at town halls. That's your client on a blue Lowe's bucket. That's your client in all these public records. That's your client in court who says she doesn't want anything to do with this. It's your client living over a shimmering shit pond in the Florida sun that I saw glazing away on a video. That's your client that says she doesn't want to be on YouTube. And yet, she's on a live stream in the lap of fat Lisa Lee. And you can't deny it because I saw it on video. That's your client who wants to have my channel removed under your direction in your entire What the Hales ecosystem. Your client is a public figure.
Okay. So is it because of her, that the status of her public figures, that you feel it's okay to do so many videos focused on hers and her property's condition and the safety of her child's and calling for the child to be removed? Is it because of her status as a public figure that you feel I'm a complete idiot and it's okay for you to do that?
Excuse me. What? The channel name is What the Hales. It's not What the Lynette. It's not What the Crook. Whatever. Oh, he did say crook. It's not What the Crook. It's What the Hales. This is the story of my life. How they invaded my life. How they came and they, actually stalked me, which they've been found guilty of. They have broken violations. They have been found guilty of. They will be found guilty again. We will actually file again on more than we talked about today. It is your clients that have stalked me, defamed me, tormented me, harassed me. I am exercising my First Amendment rights. I'm exercising... Shut the hell up, you little troll, and listen. Exercising
I'm going
my right to actually safeguard myself, protect myself, and when the Levy County Sheriff and the court system fails, to make sure there's some type of accountability in my life. It's What the Hales. It's not What the Lynette. It's not What the Crook. It's not What the Child. Now, there's also a child that is living in despicable conditions. Pooping in a bucket, peeing in a bucket. Almost 5. No, now 5 years old. Can't even go to the bathroom. Not even potty trained yet. Should be in school. But we both know your client won't allow that to happen because she thinks she's such a fucking genius. She can teach the child at home, and yet she doesn't know how to work her way out of a wet paper bag. Because if they found out she's got lice and she's living in lice and she can't even formulate full sentences and she's so far behind developmentally that she'll be reported to Children's Services yet again. There's a serious issue. A child's safety is at stake, and you don't seem to care. And that makes you a pathetic individual, especially as I continue to tell you, you are a mental midget yet mandatory reporter, and you've reported nothing.
Why is you doing...
It's my life. This is my channel, documenting what they've done to destroy my life. You've tried to recruit others to come in and destroy my life, which is all in writing. How stupid can a lawyer be? Seriously, how stupid. You think you're going to get away with this? Never going to happen. Never going to happen. Your clients who have come in, invaded my life, wanting money, wanting fame, wanting donations, and then you jumping on board because you want the exact same thing. You're recruiting others, guaranteeing them, telling them you're going to increase their views, you're going to increase their income.
You done? Counsel, when there's silence, it means he's finished. So, why do you believe it's your responsibility to become involved in this here child situation? I mean, come on. What makes you think it's your responsibility?
You are a knuckle-dragging moron, but are you that dumb? I just told you. You're a mandatory reporter. It's your responsibility as well. What have you done about it?
Yeah, my question was, so why do you feel it's your responsibility to become involved?
When you saw the video of her on 911 calling Levy County Sheriff, that she threatens to spank the child in the mouth, did you call CPS? You're a mandatory reporter. I know you saw it. You know she said it. I know she said it. It's all public information because I'm...
Then why?
Shut up.
Why?
Shut up, you little troll. And listen, because I'm actually a responsible individual who cares about children who can't defend themselves. Oh, I'm sorry, I needed my blue bucket there for a second. We've got a court reporter in here that just told us her children were going to daycare. Do you think if something would happen to her kids, that she wouldn't want somebody calling and protecting her kids? And yet, here you are, smirking. And don't forget that I don't give a fuck statement. Yet here you are smirking with the giant nose that somebody already broke. Ooh. Oh. Here you are smirking at a camera because you've done nothing to protect this child. It's your responsibility. It's my responsibility. It's Randy's responsibility. It's Alyssa's responsibility to protect those who cannot protect themselves. Children, the elderly, such as Lloyd Campbell, who feared his life from your clients. That's why I feel responsibility, because there is a human responsibility. You know, there are some humans out there that have hearts. They actually care about other people. They don't try to take advantage of other people. They try and better their lives. And when I see these things, such as despicable living conditions, when I see literally backwards development in a child, when I see individuals coming forward who initially actually believed Lynette, but now who are coming forward to protect a child, it's their responsibility as well. When the truth is actually shared, which is what I do on With the Hales. Actual truth. Not chilies in a pod that smell like cod. Not two lies that you love to hang out with. Oh my God. Rotten fish. I think I'm on a boat again. And yet, you know what? You're talking about the timeline. All of a sudden, you know that you're incriminating yourself with these lawsuits. And now, you're absent. Oh, but you're still posting, calling people, you know. Let's see. Morons. Idiots. You're the most unprofessional lawyer I've ever witnessed in my life. And, frankly, you're the best lawyer I've ever had to pay in my life because you literally incriminate your clients and yourself over and over and over again. It's your responsibility to protect that child. It's my responsibility to protect that child. And where others fail, we need to step up. There's all kinds of harassment on Facebook from you. There's all kinds of harassment on Facebook from others incited by you. There's all kinds of harassment on YouTube and Facebook by your clients. This child should not have to live this way. Isolated. You have a deputy, a corporal, who you're so foolish to name in a lawsuit, who is literally telling Lynette, do not lock that child in that camper. That child is isolated from people. That child is isolated from growth. That child is isolated and being abused. It's my responsibility to report it. It's your responsibility to report it.
Okay, but why was it necessary for you to make numerous videos focused on the child being removed?
Oh my goodness.
In this proceeding.
Oh my goodness. What's the name of the channel, Bruce? Oh, wait. I'm sorry, Deuce. That's the name of the child. Deuce? What is it? Is it what the child? What's the name of the channel?
But it's not your child.
Say it. Say my
Why
name,
was
you
it
wench. Say it.
your
I gloriously want to hear it. I
Say-
want to hear you say my name. Say the name of the channel.
It was
Jesus.
so bad.
God.
It wasn't a relative of yours. Why would you take it on your responsibility?
Say the name of the channel. I'm almost there.
Oh, let me get this right.
Okay, guys, please wait for him to finish this question. Mr. Hales, please.
You know, she's just.
I know.
Damn it, you son of a bitch!
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Alyssa, I apologize that you're part of this.
So why did you take it on as your responsibility, you evil person, to devote your YouTube content to a campaign of saving a child by having her removed? Why would you have her removed? What kind of person are you?
My YouTube content is my life. Your clients invaded my life. They stalked me, attempted to use me, and have abused my name. And they have attempted to destroy my income and my businesses, mostly under the direction of you.
Okay,
It's what the Hales.
do you think
What
that,
the Hales.
do you,
What the Hales? Oh,
do
God,
you
say it again. I'm almost there again.
do
Oh, so
you-
quickly. The channel is about my life. Your clients invaded my life. They stalked me. They harassed me. What don't you understand, you fucking idiot? This is what's going on in my life. You want it to end? Tell your clients to get healthy and stop doing what they do. Why would they actually represent them instead of further incriminating them and yourself?
Is this being videotaped to your knowledge? Is this deposition being videotaped to your knowledge, Mr. Hales? Is it?
Does it matter?
I have a question. I need an answer. Is it being videotaped to your knowledge?
Here's the answer. This is my life.
Just.
There is no YouTube personality. There is no YouTube content. This is my life. Excuse me. I'm getting a little turtle in my throat. Frog in my throat. No matter if I'm in a storage unit, no matter if I'm cutting down a tree, or if I'm eating in a box, or with a fox, or on my property, I do not like green eggs and ham.
Crushing some rocks.
I do not like them, Sam. I am. No matter if I'm being stalked by your clients, my life gets videoed and shared. My life, not yours, that you now have invaded my life as well, and now you're worried that it's being videoed. You're worried it's going to be videoed. You're the one that literally has posted publicly that you can't wait to depose me. You fool. You are an ignorant fool. Shut up and listen. And listen when I'm answering your questions.
Hold on just a second. I'm just in my upper right corner. It says a recording, and I'm not recording it, and I hope you are not recording it, sir. Well, I see a red light, and it says a recording. I'm going to take a screenshot of it.
Counsel, I can explain. That's for steno's backup purposes. If I were to lose the feed, that's all it's for. It gets destroyed after 14 days of the deposition being taken.
Okay. I'm going to ask your company to preserve it.
You can make a request to them.
Oh, I will do that, okay? Okay. So, what that we know that Steno has a backup recording. Note to self. My question, Mr. Hales, is to your knowledge. Is this being video recorded by your arrangement?
I so want to say that although it is not a crystal ball, I'm going to go ahead and rub my left nut and look into the future. And see that though it will not help you. Does it matter?
Yes.
Why? You're the one that is online. You're the one that is gloating. Gloating, saying you can't wait to dispose of me. Sorry, wrong phrasing. That wasn't in there. Can't wait. Saying you can't wait to depose me. You're the one that's gloating. You're the one that's telling Chulies that you're going to put that all out there on their channel. You're the one literally stating this. What do you care?
Are you?
If it's being recorded, shut up and listen, you fucking toad. Keep your mouth shut. Gosh, for as big of a nose as you have, your mouth is even bigger. Yeah, I can see where it's going off the rails here a little.
Yes,
listen.
it is.
You're the one that... It's fucking funny, though. You're the one that's out there telling everybody you can't wait to depose me. And yet you are cowering like a little child. You're whining at the beginning. I don't want to record it. You're whining more than about recordings. What's wrong? Are you feeling guilty? You feeling like you haven't taken up your responsibilities and done the right thing for your clients and for yourself? All of a sudden, you got a moral compass. I don't think the city would know a moral compass if it fell out of the sky and hit him in the fucking head. The recordings makes no difference whatsoever. There is no gag order. There's no court order. And there's your publicly stating you can't wait to depose me. There's young you, I'm assuming, publicly stating that the deposition is going to be online on Tully's. There's you stating all these things.
Well, so the question is again, other than the backup recording by Steno, are you having this deposition videotaped?
Attorney-client privilege.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's a conversation with my attorney, and I'm not talking about it outside of my conversation with my attorney.
I don't want anything about your conversation with your attorney. It's just a yes or no question.
That's why I just told you. Attorney-client privilege.
Is this deposition being videotaped by you through your request or order or arrangement? Counsel, let me save you the time. The answer is no. Okay. And I'm preserving the video so that it's being recorded as you now are made aware. So, Mr. Hales, why wouldn't you just tell me no?
Well, you being the moron individual that publicly stated that you were so, you couldn't wait to depose me, and that you're going to put the depositions online. Why would it matter?
Oh, so the answer is no. Counsel, it's not being videotaped. For the record, I am not recording it. The court reporter is dummy. Are you recording this right now? This is a question that involves Florida law, son. So are you recording this right now?
There's a question.
Oh, you're not going to answer that. Okay.
Well, Mr. Hales, is this deposition being videotaped by you at your request by anybody that you've asked to videotape it or hired to videotape it? Yes or no?
Not to my knowledge.
All right. Do you have any videos of Michelle, of Lynette Preston, or John Cook stalking you? Videos?
I don't remember taking any videos during the pole dancing incident. However, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I have destroyed those videos. I no longer want any reference to those videos. The nightmares just won't go away.
No, those won't go away.
Oh, other than that, okay? I guess you're going to tell me about the ones you've turned into the police, etc. Other than the ones we might have already discussed in today's. Do you have any of them? There's videos of them that you claim to show them stalking you.
Let's back up. Let's back up with your ignorant question. First of all, they've already been found guilty as such. So the argument is...
My question is about the videos. Videos!
Shut up and listen, you little toad. Shut your mouth. Jesus.
Okay. So we're going to end right now.
You guys are both interrupting each other.
The deposition will be terminated at this point. Not yet. Listen, I've got a few things to say. Okay.
Just a quick question. Oh my God, we really need to have Volstorm in here for this. You know that.
I know. He's freaking slacking off again. God, he's such a fucking slack ass. Jesus.
I know. He can't help it. You know. Right now he's like.
If he's not just sitting there playing with himself, then he's chasing
he's
Diva around the house, locking her up in the fucking basement.
Yeah.
Something about closets and trunks.
He's doing text to speech. He's driving. He's like doing 90 miles an hour. Just, how dare you? Swear without me. I can see it.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
No, I'm not. Oh, sir, methinks thou doth protest too much.
You notice he can't answer right away. See how he is? Because I'm not doing 90. I'm doing 120. Shut up.
Respect my authority.
Yeah, I know. Right.
Well, let me get a couple of these super chats.
Okay, that's fine.
To come along.
Yeah.
And it's Lady Tammy that has now been a member for a month. Does this mean the judge is probably going to approve adding them as defendants? I don't know. I don't know what's going on in the judge's mind, and that would be up to the judge to decide. I can't make that call. Shetfest grandma became a YouTube member. Oh, am I saying that right? Chefist, or is it Chefist? Chiefest.
I would say chefist, but
chefist,
like chef, a chefist.
The most chefist grandma. Got it. The chefist grandma became a YouTube member. I love it.
Apparently very handy in the kitchen, I would assume.
Hey, nothing wrong with grandma being handy in the kitchen, especially for grandpa. No. Class at Levy County Community College School of Law.
Except for my sweet, innocent Graham. That came up earlier. I can't remember what it was. Was it on Baker's or something? And they were talking about getting recipes from grandmothers and stuff.
Hey, there's not, man, I will tell you.
And then, but then there was my sweet little...
With the Iron Rabbit about that, and she was putting together a list of recipes. Because she just has like some of the most remarkable recipes if you've ever heard some of them. Oh my gosh, they're just delicious.
Yeah. But my Graham, my sweet little innocent Graham, and you know how some of those older ladies would be. Oh, here's my recipe, sweetie. She lied. She left shit out or didn't tell us how to do shit.
Well, you know what it is.
That was the last fuck you.
Well, I figured this out from my mother-in-law, because whenever she first got married, she started talking to my father-in-law and was he was like, well, I like how she does this, and I like how she does that, and I like how she cooks this. And so she wanted to get the recipes so she could, do something special for her husband, as a woman, will do, just as a man would do, and of course she goes, oh yeah, I just do this, and she's like scooping all this stuff into a dish, and she's like, whoa, like, stop, I need exact measurements. You're just
Right.
like, because
Yeah.
it's such a
Well,
habit
yeah.
of just throwing things in there and looking at it, like seeing how it looks and the feel of it, and going,
And the
oh, I just
smell
need
or
a
the
little more
taste, yeah.
flour.
Yeah.
Smell.
That's usually
taste,
how I
everything.
cook too. Yeah. Like if you, how'd you do this? I have no idea. I don't measure. When it comes to cooking. Now, baking is totally different, because if you screw up the littlest thing in baking, the whole thing's screwed.
Well, and that's
You can
the
really
thing,
screw
is
it
you
up.
can tell,
Unless
you
you-
can tell by the
yeah.
feel of the dough, and you know exactly
Right.
what it needs. Like, oh, it needs a little more flour because it's just a little too wet.
Unless it's something that
Or-
you do all the time on the same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's something that she would do all the time. She was
But
like,
for
"Oh, she
me,
makes
I
the
don't
best
bake.
biscuits."
So I have to, if I go to bake something, I have to
Right.
use specific recipes and specific amounts. Otherwise, it'll get screwed up.
Oh yeah.
Regular
Yeah.
cooking. Oh yeah, that's how I cook. I just throw shit together and go by smell and look or taste, and yeah.
Oh yeah. It's crazy, just the amount of cooking that you have to be able to do on a regular basis. Most people are just like, well, I know how to make 3 dishes. It's like, well, that's 3 more dishes than you knew how to make last time. Now learn a new
Right.
one.
Right.
I'm serious.
Right.
And it doesn't take long to figure out a new one. The problem is people don't want to reach out and experiment with food anymore.
Yeah.
Angel
And Elfie
Angel
was
Parent-
right. Elfie was right. It was on Legal Vices. That's what it was on. Yeah. That's what we were talking about.
Oh, okay. Taste. Yeah. That's
Mhm.
See, like I said,
Yeah.
Iron Rabbit. She felt me talking about her. She was just like, oh yeah, she still wants to put that recipe book together. It'll be glorious to get a whole bunch of these lovely ladies together and like sharing recipes and just
Yeah.
I mean, it would be amazing the kind of dishes that it would end up with, And most of the time it'd be like, oh, well, I like mine, with this and without that. It's called Hello Fresh.
Yeah.
Why would you pay somebody to send you like 3 or 4 ingredients?
Dictionary divas here.
You were able, I was able to get an
Schooner.
I can send her an invite. Ooh. Yeah, that's what I need. I need Diva. To hell with Volstorm. We'll get Diva over here. Yeah, there we go.
And she can
that'll
play
that'll
Alyssa.
be interesting. Many of us are on the sectional now. How do you measure a pinch of this or that? Well, it depends on what's the pinch of, and it's all by flavor. Because if you're doing a pinch of salt, that's done by flavor. How much salt do you like in your food?
Yeah.
How much citrus do you need in there? How much Volstorm's like, I see how it is. He said,
I see.
no, I mean, it really does matter. Whereas the other hand, we can't talk about that on here. This is a family friendly channel, but we can't,
Why do you think I'm not on camera? Pants of prison.
not a camera. What do you think? I keep my hand. No, it is. He's purring. I cook and bake by sight. Stuffed chili rions with shrimp stock salsa.
Yeah.
See exactly. Shrimp stuffed chili rions with shrimp stock salsa.
Puddletown.
God, that just sounds so good.
Puddletown.
He's purring a lot.
Where have you been? I think you
Mom
have
is
us confused with somebody else.
Well, and that's the thing. Whenever I do cook, oh man, like my wife, like I do most of the cooking anyway, but my wife is just like, what did I do? I did some chicken with some herbs de Provence and put some Havarti cheese on it on a ciabatta bun. She was just like, oh, where did this come from? Where did this come from? This is so good. I was like, yeah. She goes, what? How did you cook it? I said, some herbs, some salt, pepper, and throw it in some butter. That's the key. You throw it in some butter, cook it in some butter, put a cover over it so it doesn't dry out. A dome over the top of the meat, so it just keeps all that moisture in. After about a couple minutes, flip it over and then check and make sure it's cooked through and it's done. Hey, how you going? Been listening while you clean. Love us, guys. Well, thank you, Wendy Bono. We appreciate you. We appreciate you so much. And then we also had, that sounds awesome. That sounds so damn awesome. And anytime I see one of those, it just makes me think of this. Just every damn time that someone throws a super chat in there.
Hello guys, it's Jovan, and you know what time it is? Disco time.
He's just like, yeah, disco time. Oh God, yes. If I ever had any real Indian tacos, I don't know what Indian means.
Indian tacos.
Indian tacos, maybe that's what she means is Indian tacos, like mescalero Indian tacos.
Yeah,
like that kind of Indian. Or are we talking about like Indian as in push start pull start Indian? Because if I've had both. if that's your question, because we had this really cool Indian place not too far from us that used to do Indian street food. It was pretty damn awesome. Loved their dinners. She's like, yes, Indian tacos. Yeah, mescalero Indian tacos. Yeah, I dated a girl that was mescalero Indian way back in the day. So yeah. Oh, so that's how you spell it. All right, you go. You're sorry first. Native American talk. Well, I'm Native American. What is that supposed to mean? Doggone it. I wasn't born anywhere else. God. See, every time someone says that, Native American, well, I'm not Indian or feather. Yeah. Well, there's also push start, pull start. Indian, yeah. I dated an Indian girl. She was awesome. She was actually really cool. So I don't know what people's deal is. I used to call her my little Pocahontas. She hated that. That's why we didn't date for very long.
Did she go into politics?
Did she go into politics? No. No. I think she ended up marrying some guy and having like a whole bunch of kids, and it's yeah, she didn't live on the res. She didn't live on the res. My neighbor actually left the res because he was just like, yeah, this is not where I want to be, because it's rough conditions and I don't like living off the government dime. He really didn't. He was just like, I don't like doing it. Jeez, guys. Jeez. You guys are just sitting there looking at me like, man, this guy is so wrong. I want a DNA test so I can get the casino money. No. I don't think that's
mad Englishman. So you did Pocahontas.
Yeah, I might have. Might have a few times.
Poking haunches. There you go.
So what's with this? God.
Shizzy runs through her.
Shizzy runs through her. No. It wasn't like that. She was an absolute sweetheart.
Sue or anything.
And she was actually a really good runner too. She was a really good runner. Try venison tacos. Oh yeah, venison tacos are really good. We had some
probably pretty
tacos.
good, like backstrap probably. Those cow tongue enchiladas. I mean, doing cow tongue stinks. Don't get me wrong. It's not the best smell, but it's just like a really soft meat. Those enchiladas turned out pretty good.
Yeah. I'm making everybody hungry. That's what's happening. Sue, sorry, so sue me.
Don't pay attention to him. That's just his pickup line. He just goes around.
Yeah, I know. He can't help. He's trying to get the dollars. Dollars.
Cow tongue is not Oh, Volstorm. Now, I will admit,
right.
it wasn't my favorite in the enchiladas. However,
No.
if you slice it just right, it makes like a really good, really soft roast beef sandwich.
Brie is really good too.
Sandwich too.
Lamb, Brie is really good for one of those.
No.
Less than 40 pages to go. Let's go.
All right.
Really? Do you feel like you're being teased? Like you're being teased? But see, we're holding off. We're trying to keep you guys entertained while Volstorm gets his pants off. See, because if he shows up with his pants on, it's going to be a tight situation.
Be all constricted.
Are you wanting to constrict him? Is that what you guys are wanting to do?
Well, we all feel boxed in at times.
Well,
but
and
for Diva,
I think,
it's a nightly thing.
I think everybody here has heard the letters to Bruce. Yeah, no pants policy. See, and it takes him a while to get his pants off, especially whenever Diva's like attacking him every time he like drops trowel.
Yeah.
It's like, sweetheart, I'm trying to leave me alone. Stop.
Well, that's why she can't walk around the house talking like she reads on Sunday Spice, because
I know
she'd never get anything done.
She has to talk like she's from Minnesota.
Yeah, she's gotta do that.
Just to keep him under wraps. UK TV still game. There's a woman, not the best looking, who has that same low throat growl when she sees a man. Well, I mean, what can you say? What can you say? You like a good open face Reuben? Yeah, good open face Reuben's pretty damn good. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I like a good Reuben.
Yep, Minnesota mood killer. I have to get back to making French waffle cookies. So she's listening.
Oh,
French waffle cookies? I've never heard that. Is that sort of like a crepe? I don't know. I guess that'd be more Italian. Crepes are more Italian.
Sounds really good.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a place in Italy that we went to that had it was in Venice that they had breakfast crepes, and then they had like lunch crepes. So they had sweet and savory, so two different kinds.
Okay, right.
And if you've never had one of those, they're awesome. They're awesome. Make sure you make the extra iron.
There was a guy that would sell rosemary slow roasted chicken. He had this little cart. He was down there. Yeah, he was down there at the port of Naples, by the naval station there.
Oh, I thought you said nipples. I was like,
yeah, where the Marine barracks are. And oh my God, that was the best chicken that I've ever had. I couldn't believe it. Holy crap, that was so good. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
And it was dirt friggin' cheap too. Oh my God. A whole chicken. A whole fucking chicken too. Oh. Yeah. I think I ate that thing before I got back to the barracks.
Well, and I say that I had like the best hamburger I've ever had was in Lawton, Oklahoma. And it was I joke not when I say this. This burger was, I believe, 2 pounds.
Wow.
Maybe it was the 1 pounder. I think they had the 1 pounder and the 2 pounder, and I got a 1 pound burger and cut the thing in half and had the rest of it the next day because it was so much food. It was so good. The beef was cooked perfectly. It had good texture, flavor. All the toppings just were like exactly what you'd want to have on a burger. Nothing more, nothing less. None of this special sauce. Oh, we've got our own special sauce that we put on there. It's ketchup, mayonnaise, or some crap like that. And you're like, or else they put way too much of one thing on there, or not enough of another. It was just perfect. Yeah. Burger topped with corned beef slices, jalapeno cheese, grilled onions on a potato bread bun. See, I'm not really into the potato bread buns.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of potato bread. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never really been a big fan of potato bread. Now, I mean, whenever I say this burger, it was this big. That
Yeah.
burger was that big. I mean,
Yeah. I think the one that I had, it was a Dairy Queen, but you know how most of those McDonald's, Dairy Queen, they are franchises, right? And so it was a mom and pop's own and these were older people. And that's what what do they call it? Their ultimate burger, right? Isn't that what Dairy Queen has? It's been a long time since I've eaten there. Anyway,
yeah.
their ultimate burger was like that. The thing was freaking huge. It was not the normal what you see at a Dairy Queen for their ultimate burger. The thing was huge. Oh my God.
Well, this place, and Angel said that Lawton is go downhill really bad. You have to understand this would have been 1990 that I was in Lawton, Oklahoma. Yeah. 1990, I was in Lawton, Oklahoma, and man, me and the guitar player, we were like, hey, so where's a place to get like a really good burger? And they were just like, go. And I don't remember the name of the place. Just go down to this place. And probably don't remember because I was drunk or stoned or whatever. Who knows at that time? You know, I would just go down there. Gotta get home before your wife finds out. And so we grabbed that. We grabbed a burger each, and I mean, it was just like, yeah, I'll take one. And they weren't expensive either. I mean, it was like $6, $7, something like that. And in 1990, that was still pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Came with fries, good amount of fries. I mean, that burger comes out. It's just she sets it down. She was just like, I got you a to-go box. We were just like, yeah, it's probably a good idea. So we ate half that burger there. And by the time I was like taking that last bite, I was like, I can't eat anymore.
Yeah.
It was so good. I think they might have had like bison in it or something. I don't know. But they started making them for the guys who were working in the oil field. And people would come in. They first started out with a quarter pounder, and guys were like ordering 8 burgers. So then they said, well, maybe we'll just make a half pound burger, and guys were still ordering 8 burgers. And finally, they were just like, they had special custom made hamburger buns just for them. And they did, they made I think they made a half pound burger, which was more like their kids menu, I guess, or something. And then of course bison's excellent. And then they made the 1 pound burger, and I believe they had a 2 pound burger. But these are some big old boys. We're talking like, 6'7" dudes that weigh,
and they're burning a
pounds,
lot of energy
muscle.
too. Oh yeah. I mean, they're just out there burning thousands of calories doing that. Yeah. I love bison burgers. My favorite summer sausage though is elk. I like elk summer sausage. Oh yeah. Yeah, you have to add a little bit of fat to it, but yeah.
Yeah. Same way with rabbit.
I prefer elk over deer meat, over venison.
I don't know. I do like venison. I mean,
if I have to choose between the two, I'd take elk. But elk summer sausage, oh man.
Yeah. And see, I like good beef, and the best beef I've ever had comes out of Texas. So yeah. Just look at Jeremy performed in Florida in front of a corrupt judge. Grudge, he can keep it together. I mean, but you also have to understand he wasn't being questioned by the judge. And there's a big difference. There's a really big difference. Whenever he's on the hot seat, and he's having to answer questions to somebody that is adversarial against him, that he's trying to name in a lawsuit, becomes a very big deal. Have you ever tried using ground moose meats in shepherd pie? I've never tried ground moose meat. I usually use a mixture of lamb, and sometimes I will do ground beef with it, but usually it's lamb that I use for shepherd's pie. Some lamb, onion, and I use red potatoes. I don't like the taste of russet potatoes in something like that, so I use red potatoes. And I keep the skins on.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love red potatoes with the skins, like mashed, but making them mashed or doing making like a garlic covering and then baking them or putting them under the grill in the oven. Oh man, that is so good.
Yeah. Oh, I do. Whenever I do like lamb chops for my wife, I do a garlic. What is it? Garlic thyme lamb chops. And she's just like, you know how most people, they add like all this other stuff to it. Garlic, lime, butter. That's it. Those are the only ingredients you need. Well, you need the lamb and salt.
Right.
But you pull them out of the fridge about a half hour before you're going to throw them on there. Sprinkle them with some coarse salt. Do both sides of them like that, so that way they get nice and wet. Starts breaking.
I've got
down,
the different.
breaking down.
I've got some different flavored ones, and one of my favorite salts is garlic, onion, and what is it? Alderwood smoked. Yeah, it's got a slight alderwood smoke flavor to it too. Those are the ones I really like to use for cooking. That's oh man, and just take just a little bit of that and rub it on like a nice ribeye. Oh man.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've also got the. Sounds like some of my recipes. Oh yeah, I mean you have to understand that the amount of cooking that I do, I'm doing everything from shepherd pie to brisket chili. I mean, whenever I make a brisket chili, it's in like a 5-quart pot, and that's only half of it. It's like half my recipe. Smoked brisket. You can save about 2 pounds of smoked brisket after you're done, smoking a brisket. And oh yeah, yep. And then use like smoked chicken and smoked pork, like pulled pork, to do like the Brunswick stew. I use straight up lemon and thyme. I mean garlic and thyme. That's it. Nothing else. Garlic and thyme. And you sear it on the edges first until it starts to burn just a little bit, and then you flip it over into the pan using just the oil from the fat that's on the edges of it. Sear it there for just a short period of time. Flip it over, sear it for a little bit longer, and then you throw your butter in there. Let it start melting. Throw your garlic in, your thyme, and then you start mixing that up, and you just pour it over the thing until it's done. Over the lamb until it's cooked to your liking, which is usually rare. So tasty, so good.
Susan, I don't know about that. Susan Kurzweil. Weil?
Here.
I'm not sure. How did Jeremy take having to go back for another depot? I don't know. I haven't seen or heard anything else, so it was just
how Jeremy's going back for another depot.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, he's going to have to do it, and that's the thing. If Bruce even shows up to do the depot, I mean, he's being allotted 3 hours, but he would have to show up in person to do the depot.
Yeah. Well, if he doesn't, it better be a good excuse, because from the way that I'm looking at it, it's an order.
Well, no, they have until then to schedule the depot.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I mean, the way that I'm looking at it, he doesn't have a choice not to do it, unless there's some extenuating circumstance.
Oh no, he's just giving him that amount of time if he wants it.
Yeah, no. I mean to show up.
If he's going to do the depot, that's how he's going to have to do it, and that's how I gathered it. Maybe I'll just read that again, because I'm pretty sure that's what it said.
Right. It's being told in 3 hours, and that it has to be done by the 23rd, but that it is to be done in person. Yeah.
Defense asked the court to require the court reporter. He says it's denied. What the transcript reveals, the only person who behaved appropriately was the court reporter. And then it says right here. Yeah. Given the contentious nature of this litigation, the improper behavior that plagued the initial deposition, the partial redeposition will be personally supervised by the court. It says, because the court believes the partial, given the contentious nature, the partial redeposition will occur. It will last up to 3 hours. Plaintiff's counsel will be required to appear in person for the partial redeposition. Oh, so he is saying that they must be there.
Yeah, they're required to be there. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't have a choice. Yeah, it will occur yeah. It's an order to
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
the
how I'm saying
scheduling
it.
of the partial redeposition will occur by separate notice following consultation with counsel. So he's going to reach out and consult with both counsel to talk with them. Welcome, Tammy. Welcome back. Becoming a YouTube member. That is so nice of you. Thank you so much. You've been I missed that. I'm sorry. No, I didn't. Wendy Bono, listening a while. Love you guys. Love it while you clean. Well, see, now you're going to be cooking because Italian style chicken nuggets. We haven't heard anything about Charles Depot. Well, that if we do see anything, we'll probably see it a little bit later on because these things take a while for the stenographer to type out. You have to remember that whenever this first depot came out, that was on a Tuesday. This depot didn't come out to what, Thursday?
Or was it Friday?
I don't know. When did I start reading this? No, if it was Thursday, because I started reading it on Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday. So I mean, it does take a little bit of time to have it typed out.
Oh no! And yeah, you're right. I was getting it confused when hers was. Never mind.
Yeah, well, hers was Friday.
Hers was Friday.
If you're looking at if it was Friday, then you've got the stenographer's probably not going to work on the weekend. I mean, I don't blame her. It's close to the holidays.
Highly doubt it.
Probably got a bunch of other stuff to deal with, and this is probably not a high priority because you think about stenographers are doing everything from murders and crap like that, so they could be anywhere. But they're going to have to pay for a court reporter. This is not a stenographer that'll be there. This will be a court reporter, which could be a stenographer. No, it could be the steno company. Yeah. But yeah, this is going to be split right down the middle. It happened fast for Jeremy to be released. Sharo's was on Friday. Yeah. Char's was on Friday, but they're awesome. Yeah, yes. Smoked sausage, bacon, pepperoni, mozzarella meatballs dipped in the marinara sauce. Well, and yeah, it's just you gotta have the right kind of attitude whenever you're eating food. Like if you've ever been to Italy, like we're not talking about like some high class restaurant in Italy. We're just talking about hanging out with the common people.
Yeah, like hole in the wall mom and pops.
Yeah, the mom and pops, and they've got like a certain way of doing their recipes. Like just and it's amazing because all of the herbs and vegetables you're usually picking right out of your own garden. It's like, oh, that just grows right over there. Just pluck some of that out and you chop it up and you got fresh oregano or whatever it might be. I mean,
oh my God. The first time I had real Italian seafood scampi, and I love garlic. Oh my God. It was so garlicky. Yeah. Holy crap. It almost started burning my eyes. It was so garlicky, but God, that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't fucking Olive Garden. That's for damn sure.
No, that's why whenever people are just like, well, you have to understand that all food that is in America tends to be very Americanized and made for a different palate.
Yeah.
Like coming back from France. No, it's coming back from England. Whenever we came back from England, and everybody says, well, English food is very bland. It is, but you just have to know the right places to go and the right kind of food to get. Because I got back to the United States and oh my God, I could not eat McDonald's for like a month. It tasted too salty. It tasted like I was eating something that was like, I don't know, grown like on a in some lab or something. It tasted
I was just gonna say like some kind of a lab experiment.
Yeah, it did. It really was bad. It was super salty, super like fat, like greasy, like in a nasty way. Like you could smell the grease just oozing off of it. The cooking show. Yeah, we do that. We get sidetracked sometimes. The only thing your father was able to cook for us kids was chocolate ice cream and chips. I read when she came home. Oh, I can imagine. I can totally imagine that. I mean, you know, I learned how to cook at a young age. Just learned. I took home ec where all the guys were taking, sports ball or some shit like that. I was hanging out with all the chicks. It was awesome. I was like, I learned how to sew buttons on. Damn it! I learned all kinds of crap.
Well, Susan, I thought we were waiting for Volstorm, but I don't know.
I don't know. I guess Volstorm is he'll show up whenever he shows up. He'll show up whenever he shows up. All right. Let me see how much we've got here. I just want to look and see how much we've got here.
Let's see. We were in 2.
Okay.
So about.
Do you
30
think you
more
can
pages.
Do you think you can handle a little bit of shock it?
Well, let's see. What voice should I do in Shock It?
Well,
Just my
maybe
regular voice? I don't know.
just regular voice.
Just my regular. Okay, I'll try and switch back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, and just for a short period of time, because it looks like there's a lot of dialogue here. All right, let's do it.
Okay.
There's going to be no more questions today. Okay, listen to me, Mr. Shockett. There'll be no more questions today.
Yes, there will.
There is not.
Go ahead.
I'm going to speak, and when I'm done, you can speak. Okay, on the record. But I'd like you to put it on mute while I speak so that Mr. Hales and you don't interrupt, okay? Thank you. And I'm going to end the questioning for today. And what I plan to do is procure a copy of the backup video from Steno as well as the transcript from the audio file. And how did that work out for me? Not so well. So 3 separate formats. And I intend to file an appropriate motion with the court. And I intend to ask the court to review the deposition video that will be presented to him. And I will ask the court to do a number of things in the alternative. I will ask them to dismiss the case. I will ask them to impose sanction, including the cost to pay Steno for today's deposition and for my time. And I will ask them if either dismissed and or whether they award costs to enter appropriate orders addressing the situation that has presented itself here. And so I have endeavored to move on through my questioning and progress down to my list of questions, which still has quite a long ways to go. And I never would have completed it in just a day or 1 7-hour deposition given all the time was wasted by Mr. Hales on his tirade. So I will, of course, be asking the courts if it's not dismissed, that I will be entitled to continue in Mr. Hales' deposition as necessary to get through my lines of questioning in effective ways and to get my satisfaction. Oh, yeah, I want to get my satisfaction. Thereby, I would need an order according to the rules to go beyond a single day. So I intend to file that request. I do not intend to proceed on the Wednesday with the deposition of Martha George Risk. I'm notifying you here and now on this record that I'm postponing that deposition indefinitely.
Maybe I could try my Morgan Freeman.
Yes. Yes.
Well, we need a notice of cancellation, sir.
Well, I am postponing that deposition indefinitely. You will not receive a separate notices.
Oh, that's not right.
I will send you an email to confirm. That's what you get. There's no formal notice of cancellation.
Tell me through written communication. We're going to be here.
I will email you confirming what I'm telling you now. And if you wants to come anyway, then you'll do it knowing that there won't be any court reporter or opposing counsel, okay?
I'll do so, unless you do a notice of cancellation somehow.
What else, Mr. Shockett?
Well, you're going to have to let Andy know. You say you're terminating, but you'd keep talking. So I'm going to get a hold of Andy.
Yes?
Terminated myself.
I don't take lightly to go to court about an opposing counsel, but I'll find it
All right, Dan.
necessary in this case. Madam Court Reporters,
You
we's
can't
gonna
answer
leave.
for me.
Oh, sorry. I got a little excited. What can I say?
I know you're an asshole, but you gotta let Red answer. Madam Court Reporter, we're now gonna leave since he's terminating the deposition. And I guess we won't see you Wednesday.
A slight discussion was held off the record.
Mr. Matzkins, off the record, briefly said that he's not available on Wednesday for a deposition. It was scheduled on Friday. He did notice Miss Risget's, sorry, George, deposition for Wednesday. So I'm going to ask you, Mr. Matzkin, Bubbles,
Ratskin.
you're not. Were you available? As of 5 seconds ago. But now you're not going to be available on Wednesday. You've also previously told me in an email that I could schedule a deposition at any time. So I'd ask you to state, since you're going to send this video to the court, what is your conflict for Wednesday?
Well, you have a notice deposition for Friday, and I intend to attend. That's all I will say. Thank you.
I'm going to renotice it up for Wednesday. And we expect you to appear unless you say your conflict is... You've already told me in an email I can schedule a deposition for any time. Now that you've given up Wednesday, I'll schedule the deposition with Andy for Friday on Wednesday, okay?
I won't be appearing on a Wednesday.
Alrighty then. Let's record. Oh no, let's get go. Let's go. Let's finish. Go back off the record. Thank you, everybody.
Mr. Shockett, before we get off, do you need a copy of that transcript?
Well, you don't want those pages to get all oily, so that might be better. Well, we'll read, and so send me a copy. Sure.
Thereupon, the deposition was waived. The signature was not waived. Concluded at 4:01 p.m. So that is a certificate, and that is the reasons, and that is the certificate, and this is all of the extra notes that are available. See, we didn't need Yamaha here anyway. I mean, didn't need Ballstorm here anyway. Never mind, brother.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Screw
We're
Storm.
too slow.
You left us hanging out in the breeze.
Left us just our butts just hanging out here in the
right.
breeze. Just hanging out here. I see how it is. Morgan Freeman. Yes.
I
Yes,
could
this
tell
is a
my
man
little
of-
story if you'd like. Just a
Well,
sometime.
there is a little story. There is quite a little story. I have seen, and I have also worked on some pretty interesting, how would you put it? Very interesting music, but I'll have to show that to you off screen because it is, I don't think I can play it on stream.
Oh.
I don't think I can play it on stream. I may be able to at some point in time, and well, Deuce's motion to dismiss was denied. Yes, Deuce's motion to dismiss was absolutely denied, and so there will be more court filings that come out, as they always do. But usually, I won't know until the end of the day. Sometimes I'll know during the middle of the day because it just comes popping up and it says, "Hey, I've got a filing here." We also do have the filing. I don't know. Did I go over that the other day? The filing for, what do you call it? The one in the with Therese Granger and all that. Did I already talk about that?
I don't know. Did we?
See, I forget.
Oh.
I forget. Open.
Yeah, I don't remember. whatever.
Let me see. Let me look. Maybe it'll sound familiar to you. Completed. Let's see. Oh, that one is. It would have been 45. There was a motion for. Oh, that's what it is. There is a
Pinocchio. Oh.
What?
Why do these people leave these disturbing thoughts in my Pinocchio? Zach. Just hope it's not the two crabs throwing their parachute panties at Yamaha.
Oh.
You know, you and Angel Parent Perez are
All that you'd
intentionally
hear is the
inflicting
sound of,
damage, psychological damage on me. I had a hell of a time trying to get to sleep the other night after what Angel Parent Perez said to me. You just don't care.
Have you ever seen what happens with leather whenever it gets really, really wet and soft? That sound that it makes? Just imagine that's the sound of those panties hitting the floor.
Oh, God.
Just it just makes that sound. It's just like it sounds so final. It's just like sounds, you know what the sound of a loogie sounds like, but whenever it hits something, it's just like that's the sound it makes, except amplified. Just it's just like a wet slap. Exactly. Not
well, at least I'm not the only one here that's going to have traumatic
nightmares
tonight.
So in this isn't really a super big, huge thing. It is it's actually in the
emotional damage.
Emotional damage. Emotional damage. There is a notice of a hearing for 2/5/2025 in the Levy County Courthouse, and this is the one for Jeremy, George, Larry, and DJ Radis. So there is going to be a hearing for that 2/25/2025. So next year on the 25th of February.
It rings a bell, but I don't remember if we.
Yeah, you're scarred now. Thanks. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks.
Right.
And we all just ate that food that we were cooking up. Please, something as Uncle Roger. Would you be my? Won't you be my neighbor?
My neighbor. Hello, neighbor.
Hello, neighbor. Have you ever seen what my neighbor did to me? Well,
do I want to know? I don't think I want to know this. I don't think.
No,
I want to
you don't
see
want to
it.
know. Oh my God. Oh, that's right. Is this the one? Oh, that's the old one. I just want to make sure I have the thing. Yeah, this is the response to the one for DJ Radis. I think I already read this one, but it's pretty damn funny. And I didn't realize it was for the Florida case. It was the motion for sanctions. Oh my God, I love this thing. Let's see, present, share screen. Hold on. You couldn't think of something better for dessert? Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. So what we have here is now comes defendant Jeremy Hales through counsel seeking sanctions against plaintiff Michelle Preston and her merry band of legal advisors for bringing forth a claim that could only be described as a legal equivalent of filing a complaint about a bird flying over your yard without prior consent. Yes, apparently Miss Preston believes that her face appearing on a YouTube thumbnail is grounds for a lawsuit. And with this motion, we'll walk you through why that claim, much like a teenager's first tattoo idea, is ill-advised and regrettable.
Grounds for that lawsuit, I think, is all a matter of opinion. Yeah, I don't want to see it on there.
No, I read that one already. There was something that I had. Yeah, I do remember that one because there was something that I had in here. Where did I put it? I think it might have been something about the toothless ones. No, it wasn't the toothless ones. See, I do so much of this crap I can never remember
Yeah, it's hard
where
to
I
keep
put
it
everything.
straight. Yeah.
I know. It's crazy. That I'll have to show you that song later though. Who's a trailer? Who's a traitor? What's a traitor? What are we talking about? Going to jump over to Megan and Tug? Yeah, I want to send you guys over there. I'm actually getting all that stuff set up because I wanted to make sure that I sent you guys somewhere. And they're also reading through this stuff here, just so you know.
Or are they still reading it too? Oh,
yeah, I believe so. Let me do the quick refresh on something here real quick, so that way I can pull this thing up. It always gives me a hard damn time. Let's see, customization, add, and send everybody over to. Yeah, there it is. Boom. Save. Everybody go over, see Meg and Tug. And just remember, who's your daddy?
yeah.
Looks like I'm living rent-free in your heads again, huh? I mean, if you're gonna spend your days obsessing over me, you might as well start calling me something respectable. Maybe Daddy Shizzy, or better yet, Papa Nut. Who's the grown-up here? Alright, it's me. Let's go. Call me Daddy, yeah, that's who I am. Running your mind's like a master plan. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, take your pick. I'm rolling in your thoughts while you still act sick. Call me Daddy, it's what you mean. Why you chase the crooks and I take the lead? Living rent-free, that's my name. Go ahead, say it, put some respect on the name. Man, I'm too old, well here's a surprise. I'm the one with the brains while you're stuck with the lies. You act like you're experts, but here's the reality. I'm the one controlling your mental reality. So while you're out there trying to throw shade, I'm sipping coffee and you're feeling betrayed. You're mad, I got the spotlight, now it's my time. So why not call me Daddy or Papa with a rhyme? I'm the landlord and you're just the tenants, stuck in your headspace with no insight, no repentance. Call me Daddy, you know it's true. You'd be lost without me, stuck in the glue. Call me Daddy, I'm holding your mind while you're scrambling, trying to find what's behind. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, don't you see? You're living in my world now, I'm the VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. While you're trying to figure out your own identity. Oh, I see you're confused, trying to get it right. Spinning your wheels while I'm out of sight. You think you've got it figured, but you got it all wrong. I've been running your mind so long. But sure, keep pretending you don't care. Keep saying you're done, but I'm still in the air. You got no choice but to bow to my name. Daddy Shizzy is here to own the game. You say you don't watch, but you're obsessed. Every word I say puts you to the test. Call me Daddy, Papa Nut, you know you should. Because I've been living rent-free, and you know it feels good. Shizzy Daddy, owning your headspace, and there's no escape. Good luck with that.
Now throw some corn cob